Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Married at First Sight review show with the bold and the beautiful.
Hey, I like how you cleaned that up. I like that.
Hey, 2020, the year of the pivot. That was a pivot.
Oh, there we go.
I was going to roll with it.
Some things don't change, though. I always miss high fives. I am Melissa, MrsKevOnStage.
Hello, my name is Kevin Allen Fredericks. I'm voting for Congress.
I am Angel Lakita Moore Tanksley, also known as That Chick Angel.
Marcus Anthony Tanksley, also known as Marcus Ain't on the Gram.
Hey. I'm Melissa Denise because I'm the only person who didn't say my middle name.
You gotta say it, yeah.
And it's spelled niece because I don't know why mom decided to do that.
Hey. D-E niece, like nephew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Her mom wanted to put a little razzle dazzle.
She did. So I got the extra E.
Also, my mom's middle name is Denise. That's why I fell in love with Melissa. I was like, hey, you're like my mom, but with sex.
D nice.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
I miss.
Is that weird?
That's what
Ariana Grande said in her album.
No. She said that?
We're switching positions. I'll go. You don't need your mom in the kitchen. I'll be in the kitchen. Then I'll be in the bedroom. I said, Ariana, what you talking?
Oh,
she grew up over this album.
And then their reaction.
Oh yeah, that's all called positions. I said, what you talking? You little baby.
First of all, when did you start listening to Ariana Grande?
Every black person on Twitter was like, Ariana Grande new album. I have been hearing it for like last 18 hours.
When did it come out?
Came out last night.
I was listening to Busta Rhymes. I wasn't listening to Ariana Grande. He dropped a new album.
Yeah, that's the one with the like weird bird with the mask on it.
It's a skull with a mask.
Yeah, they said he rapping.
Yeah, he is.
Is he out of breath?
She's like, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Mr. Gardner's
Are we starting with the season finale first? Decision Day?
I was gonna say, do we want to go with Decision Day and then go into the reunion for each couple, or do we do it by show?
Let's do it by show.
By show.
Okay, so let's start with the last episode, Decision Day, and we're gonna go in the same order. Okay, so let's start with Woody and Amani, Decision Day.
That's when Woody was crying, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that boy been crying for 2 episodes straight.
He did, Marcus.
Yes.
He did an ugly voice. Boy, get it together.
It was so beautiful.
Oh, Melissa was just, Woody, you're crying, Woody.
I'm not gonna lie, I was holding back tears.
It was, and I'm not a crier, but I was just like, okay, because you said you didn't think you would get this love. Now see, it was. I thought it was sweet, and I thought he articulated his feelings so well.
Y'all didn't believe in him either.
Listen,
I definitely did. I didn't believe in him until the third to last episode.
You showed it.
He was real late. He was like, hey, look. Now that I look back on dating, I was like, all right, now I believe.
That is when I was like, okay, now it made more sense.
Yeah.
It made more sense because I was like, Woody, what you talking?
I was true. I was like, I'm sticking right where I'm standing. Y'all ain't gonna change my mind. That boy is lying, but now he's feeling it. He done cried 3-4 times. He can't get it together.
He love her.
Every time he say love, girl, you know I look.
He said sweet.
It sounded like they was cutting out the sound. He couldn't get all his words out.
He couldn't. And Dr. Viviana, she was just like, I'm losing it here, guys.
I was like, is everything in your relationship okay? Because you cried hard. She was like, I ain't never felt this. Never mind.
That was the first time I saw him talk where he wasn't making a bunch of other faces. He was just like straight face. He wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't doing all that cool smile stuff.
Was like, hey, I got to put this energy toward these tears in his voice.
Yes.
Keep that together.
It was so sweet. It was so beautiful. And I think the biggest thing for me was his growth and the evolution to, like, I know we said this in another episode, but like to literally meet the moment as husband. He did it.
He absolutely did. Better than everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
He really met the moment. He really read his wife, tried to respect her so much. When he was saying, like, he would check in to make sure it was okay to hold her hand in the beginning.
That's
like,
how he got that butt too.
Yeah,
she was like, you asked for my hand, I'm gonna give you the butt.
Right. She said, well, you gonna respect me?
She was eager to give it up. She was like, I gotta make sure I'm giving it up to the right one.
That's what you
got. I'm trying to give his butt to somebody.
That's right. But if you start, can I hold your hand? She said, can I hug you? You want some butt? Yes, I would. Let me take that shower. And when he took the shower, he didn't go for nothing extra.
Yeah.
So she gave him a little. It's the clip for me. It's the clip for me.
Came out to visit in California. Didn't try to hit. She was like,
then she was serving on a platter for you. Look, sit on that over 350 base.
Seeds, yeah. Here's some seeds.
Angel fell for it. She didn't even know.
I'm gonna let them germinate.
Germinate. marinate.
But when he doesn't realize this, I would have gave it to you if you would have tried it. You planting seeds, and I was already ready to be tilled and shucked and all that stuff.
The harvest is plenty.
The harvest was
but
ready.
The laborers are few.
It's all about chess because I knew she was gonna report back to her family.
And they was gonna judge you, not
sent
her.
out the pawns. See, I was playing with the queen. The queen always protect the queen.
My family plays checkers, so I don't even know why. We are checker playing family, so I don't know why you were worried about that.
Anyway,
but yeah, no, I thought it was great the way when he even expressed like when it was Amani who expressed how he handled her during the whole situation. I was just like, he's a good dude.
He's a good dude, man.
I love it.
You think he had the most growth out of everybody?
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, Miles had growth, but in a different way.
Yeah.
He had to grow into like owning his feelings, what was right for him. But Woody had the most, like, where he started to where he ended was the biggest.
Yeah. That's what
change.
I was saying. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He had the most to grow from.
Yeah.
Where everybody else was going in and like, all right, let's see. Other than probably Brett.
Yeah.
Like Woody, everybody was like, boy, this ain't for you.
His family was like, man, shut up. You are not finna do this more than 3 seconds.
Right. And he went all in from day one.
He pushed all his chips in.
I was here for it.
That's why we talked about that doggone this divorce thing was a lie. I said that.
It was, but what did you think of her saying that?
I would have did something like that.
She did it. She knew it was going to be the follow.
You would have did something like that.
Absolutely.
Yes, he would have. Come on, man.
The thing that I know
she said it like she was surprised.
I think I know she said that they like talked about it and she thought he was going to get it, but he was so like in the moment and so
he wasn't ready for that.
His face was just like,
He's like,
she was
come
like,
on around.
I'm just playing.
I can't do her voice. She be gargling with pebbles.
Ashy.
hello?
My girl grease that voice up.
You yo, Woody.
I love
Woody, you know I love you.
Woody, you always shot play. I wouldn't know I could trust my shot with you, Woody.
I love the flashback to their wedding day when they were back behind the table, like their little moment that they get to have together where they're drinking champagne. He was like, you make me so happy. She said, already? I haven't done anything.
nothing.
He said, you my wife. That's what's supposed to be. I was like, he was on it. I don't care what you say, Marcus. He was on it from day one.
It was, but he had the worst backstory though.
He did have the worst.
But here's the thing. He wasn't.
I'm with you, Liz.
Look,
I don't
he
have to prove
discovered
nothing to
that
you.
halfway through.
He did.
Discovered what?
That he was in it to win it.
No, I think he came in the whole
I think
time.
he
It was
came in.
colored with everybody around him.
I think he was
And the way he was
so
acting.
right. I think he was an underdog and underestimated because of how he was framed from the beginning conversation. I think
I don't believe
he
nothing y'all saying.
hello.
He ain't changed. Go him a little.
I do think he went in with. I think there was a few episodes in where we said that like maybe he's more serious than we realized. I feel like we realized it in real time, but now at the end, and then I know we're not at the reunion, but even in the reunion, she was like, "No, he's still doing the things. He's still like he was committed the whole time."
Yeah, I don't think he changed his actions. I think you change your perspective of his actions. By
No,
halfway
he
through.
just proved it to me.
Right.
On that third.
But no,
last
you were
episode.
saying
Marcus
that he
is
didn't
Woody's
come
family.
in.
I mean,
Yeah,
Amani, he
I know.
acting like my Monty family. I don't trust a young man.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him not one bit. No, you said he wasn't serious until halfway through, and I'm like, no, I feel like his
I said
actions
he came
were.
to the realization halfway through is what I said.
What about where? Where did you see that?
I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. You
You
made it
didn't
up.
jump on board until three days
I said,
ago.
Yeah, the third to last
He said
episode.
that. He said third to last when he
when he voiced how he was living and
He was tired of being
I wasn't
single.
happy.
You know what though? I
What?
think the point of what Angel is saying is
She
that
ain't got no point.
hello, that he was tired of living that way and probably just didn't express it to his friends and family.
Oh,
So they
yeah.
only saw him
That's
living
true.
this wild bachelor life when
Yeah.
he was really over it. And
Yeah.
so from day one, I think he was just more serious than
Anybody
his friends and
expected.
family knew. And, we're taking their word for it because they know him better than we do. And this man was like, no, y'all, I'm really tired. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking for a life partner. Like, he's trying to have kids.
his
like-
hairline receding. He can't be out here playing games.
Yeah. Hey,
Trying to get the man money
got
to
that
distract
comb
from the
over
truth.
going, I saw it.
You
Yeah.
can't fool another
let,
black
let
man.
it go. Look, you see these right here?
Look,
Right there. That's when I was like, I'm not that prideful.
listen.
I'm gonna shave all of this
Just
off.
how y'all can tell a lace from, we like, hey man, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, you can try to distract with this and that in here, but once this start to go,
Yeah.
yeah.
Once the corners be like, hey,
That's
y'all,
that
I'm-
cul-de-sac for me. Them
I'm
corners.
gonna send the rest.
Cul-de-sac.
That
Yeah,
cul-de-sac. You live in a nice neighborhood. You
Yeah,
got the
no,
cul-de-sac.
yeah.
You ain't never seen no cul-de-sac in the hood.
No.
Never.
The cul-de-sac
You
coming.
just get a dead end in the hood.
It be a square.
Yeah, just
Ain't
say
no-
end. That's all it says.
Anything else for who was he talking about? Amani and
Money
Woody.
with it. Nah, we good.
No, I'm just
Nah, we
excited
good.
for them. I hope they actually make
Yeah,
it
they
for
look
real.
happy. I'm happy for them.
Me
Leave that
too.
alone.
Okay, I done. The next one we said was Amelia and Bennett.
Oh, we love each other. I'll get a butt tattoo.
Next.
He got
I'm
that
just not
butt tattoo.
It's like you ever seen something? It's like I don't know, like something that you're not surprised how chaotic it may be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, watching a bowl of piranhas. It's like it's always chaos, and you're never surprised of what happened. One could flip out and bite somebody. You'd be like, yeah, it's a bowl of piranhas.
That's what they do. A bowl of piranhas is Amelia and Bennett to you.
Yeah, that's how chaotic it is.
I was not wanting to see whatever he was about to pull down. I was
the
like,
way he was doing his pants,
This
I was
boy
like, what you doing?
went and got a tattoo during a global pandemic.
he did.
He got a
He
stick
all
and poke
red
one,
up the
too.
side. You see how
Content
far that
matters.
red patch
It
went
was
up?
a
I said,
stick
boy,
and
that's
poke.
in.
You see his whole
What is
whole
stick and
side
poke?
was it's the like per thing dip poke. It ain't the needle.
Oh, so it's like the
It's the
Polynesian
old school,
Hawaiian
like a-
way where they.
It's a
Yes.
So
hipster way
that's
of
why
getting
it
a
wasn't
tattoo.
clean. Okay, because
That
it wasn't clean.
sounds-
at
You
all.
seen his leg was all red
Yeah,
up
I
and
did.
down.
I
I said,
didn't know.
it's infected.
So he got the worst. Yeah, that's what I said. It looked like he got something.
Yeah.
Outbreak. Y'all remember that movie?
I don't understand why he didn't get like A and B. Like, why did he just do her? I feel like I would do like K and N.
So you gonna try to understand?
also-
what's
You would
going
get my
on
name
with it?
tattooed on your butt?
Heck no.
Why are you
But
talking
if I
about
was
that?
Bennett, I would do like my initial with your initial.
Would you get Kev tattooed on your neck?
Racial slur.
I think. I love how you said, boom, just so you know. Racial slur here. I thought it was more so interesting, regardless of what he tattooed, the wear. That was the most feminine
That
place.
was.
The way he
Other
showed
than-
it off.
Yeah, he
was
poked
like,
his little hip out.
that
his
is,
little
he
tail hip,
literally has his tattoo
said
where I
here.
have my tattoo.
the same spot.
I was
literally.
like,
low on the hip, like just in case I
It
would.
looked like when I get the bikini,
Yeah.
it's gonna be perfect right there. You're gonna see a little peek of it.
Yeah.
yes, when I
I'm
go
gonna find
swimming in
something
my
just with that cutout, just so you can see it on the side.
when he slide that dress up at night, he be like,
Oh,
"Ooh,
yeah, you see?
who's it?" He gonna be getting pegged.
You
Oh,
see?
yeah.
Benny getting pegged.
Imagine him laying on the side with his dress riding up.
Whose is it? Yours, Amelia.
You see it. You see it, Amelia.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Then you get on my nerves, but
They're
hey,
so happy.
They are
so
happy. They're the
happy.
happiest people I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love it.
They're giving Virginia so much light and love right
They
now.
are.
I'm
Virginia's
sure.
for lovers.
Yeah, well,
That's what
there
they
you
say.
go.
That's their little slogan thing.
Well, they belong.
They belong.
They-
We
I
belong
love it.
together. Who's gonna you in the
You
same
think,
arms
you
up?
think they're gonna be able to spend time apart?
What you mean?
Like when he said he's gonna do split time.
He ain't splitting no time.
That's what
I
I
don't
said.
think
I
so.
don't
gonna
He
split
got a
time between
job.
Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
Christmas.
I think he's there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ain't
y'all
nothing
going to the
anymore.
reunion.
He was like,
now.
I found a job quicker than what I thought.
Sorry.
I'm like, boy, you surprised you found a job.
Hello.
Period.
That's probably true.
And that's
though.
on period. City Guarls.
They don't say
They
guau.
do say City Guarls.
No,
They
that
pronounce the W.
Oh.
that is her new teeth. It's hard to talk past those.
City Guarls.
She got Invisalign.
She said new teeth. That's what she is, the new teeth that's got us in
Big
girls.
Teeth
Birkenbag, whole
with an
5,
F.
6 figures.
Have you seen?
By the way, Birkenbags are way more than I realized.
Oh, yeah.
They are. A troll came on our live the other day, and they
yeah.
said, "Can I ask a question?" And I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Do you think you're the only person he lays next to in bed?"
Tell
And I was
me.
like, "I said, what do you mean by that?" She said, "Because he was with me last."
Oh, Marcus Takesley.
I'm rolling.
Where you was? How you be with her
I
and with
figured it out.
Angel?
She said, and I'm sitting there like talking back because I'm like laughing. She's like, and he bought me a Birkin bag. I said, yeah, I did.
That's when I really started laughing. I said, "He bought you a Birkin? Is that what? You
I said,
could've
you
come
got
up
some
with
50
something.
on the way.
You said Birkin.
A Birkin.
You just
Yeah.
went
He
way
bought me
too
some
far.
Birkenstocks.
some Louboutins. What else I get you?
Why are people dumb?
I don't know. And I kept saying Preston to go live with. I was like, come on the
do
screen.
this
Let's
video.
talk about it.
Come on and show me the Birkin. Show me the Birkin since you got it.
Like, who is it? Let's see this.
Let's see the Birkin. But they kept declining.
Of course she did, because she would have got on here, she would have got roasted.
But she had been jumping from other people's lives.
People was like, no, she just came off of someone.
Listen,
Why do you have
with
that
you.
time?
I don't know.
People be sad.
People be
I used to troll when I was a kid.
I'm like,
I
at
used to
least
be like,
figure out my life schedule before you go say where I was laying.
You know Marcus ain't buying
He
no
was
Birkin.
laying next to me. I was like, oh, girl.
Come on this live.
Get on here.
Come on, girl.
Listen, I didn't sleep. I sleep with you only.
Listen, try me if you want to. Don't come in no live with me talking. Just,
I said try me.
Can we not?
Can we just not?
See, man, y'all getting them upset. Now they all on hypothetical
Actually,
stuff.
I ain't mad.
Break out the wine.
Try me if you want to.
It's the clip for me.
All right, we done
Who
dropped.
next?
We so far off subject.
I know.
Man, we talking about everything but the main
This is
thing.
why I end up cutting these down.
Don't cut it down.
No,
Let's
I'm just saying. Normally, I would take some of this out.
put it all up.
Olivia and Brett.
Just
Olivia-
leave him alone.
They look.
Stop bringing him back. He gonna come here and embarrass her every time they call him back.
Look,
He says
I'm-
something else that embarrassed her.
At this point, I'm a Brett fan because I can't stand.
He
her.
stands in his truth.
He does. He's honest about it. It's her that has the issues.
No.
She definitely got on my last nerve though. During the this is what I mean by it. During the decision day. She was obviously trying to play like she was unbothered, but it read that she was
she was
very
Yeah.
Her
bothered.
chest was all red.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think she just has that.
No, listen,
No,
because
no,
when she's
she-
calm, it be white.
Yeah, no.
And then
when
every
she
time
gets
Brett pisses
emotional.
her off,
She
she
like
be
a-
red or her neck be red. I think she be like flustered.
She a mood. She get a mood ring is what she is.
Yes,
but
that's
even
exactly-
Pastor Cal was like, okay, so do you not? Did you hear
This
yourself?
woman got it. First of all, my lashes, you can see them.
Yeah, they're big. They're big lashes.
Sponsor them.
Big
girl.
lash
You talking
energy.
on lashes be everywhere in the house.
Listen.
Man, who you telling?
They
God
be
dang.
everywhere.
And
Tay.
every time I see it, you can't tell me it's not something that need to be stepped on. Like I be trying to find something to smack whatever this is that saw me and stopped. I'm like, lashes.
Shut
God
up.
dang.
You go to get some peanut butter, they be in the pantry.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you set them here?
You know how they got the breakaway glasses? They need that for lashes. It's like take them off and let them hang around your neck.
That would be
Flip them up. Just take
that
them
would
off.
be perfect.
Hang around your neck.
Wait a minute.
Y'all gonna keep wearing them?
This is a good idea.
Yes.
All
Right.
right, hold on. Let me write that down. Don't y'all take my idea. Hold on.
Just let it
Like,
hang.
put them down like
Start
reading glasses.
engineering that. Yeah.
Hold on, we finna take a selfie.
Hold on,
Where?
you said what,
Where's my
man?
lashes at? All right, y'all, go on and put me on the
You see chicks in
Instagram.
the hood like first of all, taking their lashes off.
Can you invent
right.
this though? Because this is a good idea.
I'd be here for that.
Listen,
That's hilarious.
okay, Olivia and Brett.
Oh, okay. So I was saying is that as Marcus was bringing up, Pastor Cal was even trying to get her to understand it really doesn't matter what he says. Basically, if he didn't say exactly what she felt, she wasn't gonna believe it or care.
She was like, nope. He said, so do you hear yourself though?
No, he said, "Do you hear what I'm saying?" She
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
just turning
She be
redder.
bright red.
I just
She been pissed off for 4 months.
She has
She
been.
been pissed. They just let it go. I know it's probably in y'all contract. You know, Liz was saying they got to come back for decision day. I get that, but bruh,
Yeah.
let this woman out.
I think the inflexibility of her, I think his sarcasm that appears to be disingenuous is the destruction of their relationship.
because he was like, one thing I do have to give him is he was honest about everything.
Yeah, he
Like,
was. He's just also a
But
jerk.
he's a jerk. Yeah, he's
He's
definitely
a
a jerk.
jerk
Butt
person.
wipe.
He is a total butt wipe.
Yeah.
But like she was saying,
Not
he
even
was
a wet
checking
one.
himself out in the mirror like 5 times in the mirror, and I was just like,
That got on your nerves?
is that what? And then even this is one thing I will point out where she was a little bit two-faced at the end when they were all around each other on decision day, and Amelia said, "What have you learned from this experience?" And he gave an honest answer, and she looked at him. Olivia was like, "Well, that's the most I've ever heard you say." So and he was like, "Well, you got to ask questions." Right. And then Amani
This-
thinking she
that's what annoyed me.
everybody's
Amani
mama.
was like,
well, what questions does she need
did
to
she need
ask?
I'd have been like, shut up.
Right? So, but
Mind your business.
this is my thing. He actually had a good moment. Olivia met him with sarcasm, and then you obviously know he gonna meet it back
Right.
with sarcasm.
Sarcasm. Yeah.
Speaking my language. That's my love language.
Right,
Sarcasm.
and then Amani
Then
jumping in
ashy
like,
voice.
stop
Like,
calling her that.
I love her.
But I was just like, I said,
What questions she gotta
Olivia doesn't
ask?
even see how she adds to it. She does
Yeah.
not see how she adds to
Yeah,
their
they were
demise.
they run a good match.
No, not at all.
Come
Not
on the
at all.
show, Pastor Cal. My invitation is still outstanding.
Yes.
Pastor Cat, I know you've seen this.
No, he has and
All right.
laughed. He's sat and watched our
Yeah.
episodes and laughed.
Are we done with them?
Yeah.
we done.
Yeah.
Okay, Miles and Karen.
Wow.
Hey,
Listen.
who called it? Who called it though?
Me.
I didn't.
Lie
called
again, Kev.
You
did?
said
Yeah,
that
I
it was.
did.
You said possible.
Y'all was like,
I said no.
I said the only way it was gonna work is if Karen
did say
said
that.
yes first,
That's
but
what
I
I
was
said,
still
too.
wrong.
I
said I see it
I
happen.
thought she went first.
thought
No.
Miles
Miles
went
went
first.
Miles went first.
But I still thought his answer was gonna be no either way. First, second, last.
Well, he said
third.
in the reunion in the thing,
did?
he said no. I was planning on saying no till I sat down and
I feel
I
like
don't
she's
believe
trying
that.
to telegraph him a little bit at the right when he was walking out the house, and he was like, or she was like, let's just think
This
about how we're thinking
decision
about.
doesn't have to
Yeah.
be weighted.
which is a fact.
Yeah.
well,
Well, she
that's
was trying to
true.
be like, we could work on it still. Not that it's perfect.
It's
now.
their deadline. It ain't got to be our deadline.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't believe him that he said he was going to say no all the way
You
up
don't
until
believe
I don't either.
No, they had a discussion and they said this is what we're doing. They were not about to surprise each other
I
That's
on
what I
the
thought.
day.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with
I
that.
agree with that 100%.
I was surprised though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Did you 100%? I heard you. I heard you, Kevin.
missed it.
Oh,
I
he
said
over here
percent.
tripping over his tongue.
Pretend. See, I did it again. I was trying to say it right. That
Pretend
time.
what? What we pretending?
It was 100%.
But then,
I thought she was out of here. I thought he was out of here. I thought they was both gonna say no
I was really surprised.
because when he finally came to, I thought he was gonna be like, man, this is dumb. Never mind.
I
Never
could-
mind you.
I can just tell by that last episode, like it seemed like they were trying to come to, like, all right, are we gonna work through it? And she
Yeah.
was not nearly as reluctant as she had been in the past.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was surprised.
you were surprised.
I was surprised.
I
was
got
really
up and walked around when he said yes, and then she said yes. I said, what?
A part of me almost thinks they played up their anxieties in that last episode prior to decision day to help set up them saying yes later on. Like I feel like they had already had this is the thing. They don't seem like, while they don't seem like they have that great of chemistry, they do seem like the type that is just like, now we are going to plan this out.
Yeah.
Like we're not about to be out here
Yeah,
looking
we
stupid.
ain't gonna surprise each other with nothing.
Yeah. Like we're
I don't
not.
think any of the couples would do that though. Well, the ones that stay together.
Right, the ones that stay together. But even if they didn't, I think in order for them
would've
to
been
come to the
mutual.
table,
Yeah.
I don't think just because we're all about this black love, the appearance of black people, all of that stuff. I just don't think they would have chanced looking foolish
Yeah.
on TV. But I don't.
I'll go ahead.
I
said
I don't. They seem what, happy?
Yeah,
They seem the same.
I ain't think they seem the same.
They seem the same. That's
Nah.
what they seem like to me. They didn't. They seem the same. Shoot.
How they seem the same? They over there.
There, you talking about reunion?
Well, we ain't at the reunion yet.
But is that what you was talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. Henry and Christina.
Oh, Henry.
The climax.
Ah.
Henry is my boy.
I'm team
Henry was like, this is the end. Here's where everything comes
But
out.
it was the end, not only of like, this is the end of the relationship, this is the end of my patience.
Yeah.
This is the end
No,
of me
yeah.
covering for you.
Yeah.
This is the end of me looking bad for you.
Yeah.
I'm about to be every bit of
See, I'm
this
not-
petty jerk
Yeah.
and expose you.
He said, I'm not letting none of this go.
None of it.
He was,
I said-
Christina, first of all, terrible fake crier. You
Dude.
just
I mean,
put
she
it in
turns
his
it
Dude.
I'd be like,
That face?
stop.
I'm like, girl, cry again. I dare you.
It's sad. It's a sad little face.
Just tell
I
her
mean,
you
it's
can't cry
sad.
on
It
cue.
looks
Don't sit to
sad
the
when
post.
she's happy, but when she goes to cry, it's just something. Awful.
She was like, why wouldn't he tell me this before now? Why would he drop this on me on the couch? And I'm thinking, how do you not know what you did?
Yeah.
Exactly. And not just that, but he did confront her about the gay
All of
thing.
that.
He confronted her about all the things. Like, I'm like, why are you pretending like we didn't see the tape?
Right.
Roll it back. Like, we all saw it.
He
Bro, that
was
beautiful
like,
bean footage.
Yeah.
I just knew he was gonna start clapping.
Henry. He was like,
hey, look, let me tell you. He said,
yes, he did.
let me tell you
He
something.
can never sit comfortable when he's gonna let it go.
Listen, them ticks go, that his voice tremble go away. He speaks
All of that was
clear,
gone. Clearly.
direct. He means the words coming out of his mouth.
Sorry, I burped all on you.
Sound like a semi truck.
I'm sorry I had to burp. But you know what?
She's gaseous clay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
am.
is.
But when Henry goes off, I then understand the question of his sexuality.
Wait, explain.
He just gets so sass-matazz that I could see how the question could arise. Like, oh, are you? You know what I'm saying?
He said, anybody who knows me knows I'd be down for the woman. I was like, Henry.
Listen, no, Henry, good hair,
I
good
don't see
shoes. That doesn't play to me. That doesn't play to me so much. Not to like what gay, straight, that is none of my business, but I can see how that would come into question, especially when he gets into his bag.
Yeah.
But see, her thing is her setup of it was ridiculous. Someone said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they felt like they knew you.
Yeah, a reliable
Then
source.
show me reliable source. Then show me the text. What? What text?
And then it wasn't a reliable source.
And then it wasn't
Nah,
just,
number
well, it
she
was a
didn't
New
even
Orleans
know.
number.
Yeah.
Well, they had a phone.
That girl's a habitual liar.
She's a habitual
lies
liar.
constantly.
Habitual liar.
I don't.
Habitual liar.
I heard you the first time.
She's a habitual liar.
I told y'all back with that ADD. I was like,
You did.
Yeah.
I don't think she's telling the truth. I don't care what nobody
And
says.
it only became further apparent that was a
Yes.
lie.
yeah,
ADD. They never went back to that.
No.
because they realized she ain't got none
That
of
girl
that.
lied for no reason.
She
No,
ain't
she
even got
absolutely-
heartburn.
She ain't
got none
no
of that.
flight attendant.
She ain't got none of that.
She ain't no flight attendant. She ain't got a place to live.
I believe, talking about she's in Mexico.
She has
She's
no
been staying in
friends.
Mexico.
Yeah. Mexico,
Yeah,
really?
and we in the reunion now.
Let's go.
Let's go on to the reunion.
Okay, because
Let's
she
get
said
back
she
to it. Yeah.
was in Mexico.
Oh,
Henry,
that was the reunion.
Henry was
that I
like,
said.
nice.
Yeah. Hold up. Even when she's talking about she's dating, she was like, yeah, he travels a lot. I'm like, that's the only thing you can come with.
Also, we're in a worldwide pandemic. Who
Lying.
is traveling where?
Exactly.
There's a bunch of people traveling to Mexico.
Tulum numbers is up on the COVID-19.
She ain't got nobody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Tulum is
that's
going
one of the
crazy.
few places that you can go. and
Even
you
in
not
the
be
beginning
rich.
of the pandemic?
They ain't never closed their borders.
Shut
to us.
up.
They're like, come on.
No, there's some people I know, no Kardashians. They didn't post no picture, but they definitely went to Mexico.
Yep.
I know who you talking about. Hello?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The Airbnb prices were low. I thought about it on The Secret.
Let me tell you something.
Duh.
Dumb. Plus,
Dumb,
also,
dumb,
she's
did it?
lying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Plus,
she's lying.
also you're living
Oh,
out of a
she
U-Haul.
lying. Yeah.
Stop.
I don't believe that's her name. That girl lied too much.
Oh my gosh.
She lied way too much.
Yo, she's
does.
definitely like, but let me tell you something. Henry was on the game and just did, he protected her. He said on the night of the wedding,
Yeah.
Man.
people told me that you was with a man that was married
For
and
5
it was
years.
toxic and y'all was doing
Yeah, he
petty
said-
stuff one
he
to
said-
each other.
He
Yes,
said
he
to
did.
further
Man.
the whole thing of you lying, y'all were toxic to each other, so this only makes sense now.
And that makes so much sense why he never even tried.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I really wish. Nah, I like the way it played out.
I do
was gonna
too.
say, I wish he would just said that because that was the one thing she didn't have no answers for.
She
He
started
said all
crying.
that. She was like,
just there like,
I just want this
I will cry then.
I just want this whole thing to be over.
Yeah.
I know how this looks, and I
Girl,
said
you
I
even-
am sorry.
You even cry lie.
They
How you
killing her
cry
whole
like?
reputation.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want to talk about my secret? How you in a 5-year relationship with a married
She
man?
didn't dispute it though.
No, she
It was
didn't.
truth.
She knows it's true because she want to have a chance with. That's the man she with right now. I'm seeing somebody that I was seeing for 5 years.
I was completely here for him airing her because a lot of times what happens on these shows is stuff like that goes down, and you don't have a chance to say that until after the show is over. Yeah. But no one sees that stuff, so they've already formed an opinion about you.
Henry said, "Let me raise my pants leg across his leg."
He was like, I wasn't going to go there, and I really didn't want to say that, but
he said, "I'm gonna cut you off right there."
Yeah, he said, "No,
that's not how it went down at all."
Let me tell you how it went down.
No,
I said, here we go. I got comfortable.
His sources was real because she didn't even deny that.
Oh, it was all truth. Now I do wish they didn't spend. It was almost agonizing because they just let him go.
Yes, they did.
He went from one commercial break to the next.
But the best part was everybody else's reaction.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Amelia and Bennett was like, "Can you just?"
Can we stop? We are just because literally they had to watch this woman, fake cry or not, more like it was fake. They had to watch her writhe in pain as she was like a slug, and he was just pouring on the salt. He's like, and then you did this.
Woody was over. He said,
Amani and Woody was just looking at each other like, but first of all, it was Amani and Woody and Karen and Miles.
Right.
You knew they was just like, you remember we talked about that yesterday?
Like, we're going to talk about this later on the sidewalk.
You remember I was the one who told you.
Yes. And Kevin, the host, was like, do you accept her apology? He said,
let me tell you
I acknowledge.
I heard it.
Apology.
I heard her say it.
Should have just said no.
But it's going to take me a while.
I acknowledge that she has said words that other humans call an apology.
I want you to know.
Nothing to me.
From moving forward, henceforth and forever, no, I too will say, I acknowledge that you've apologized.
All that means is I heard you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. He was
like, you don't have to be sounding sincere with the apology.
Did you run the red light? I acknowledge that it turned red.
Yes, there you go.
I'm so here for it because that's an honest answer instead of saying I forgive you.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, Henry can't tell a lie.
No.
He's like, I'm not here. Oh, no, he definitely has kept some of that stuff in because he could have aired it out. He could have left the show a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing. Henry Sassy, he was like, we going to ride this wave till the reunion show.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Man.
He was like, out of this cast, I will be Nene at the very end.
He said, so you got any better in your DMs?
Did you see somebody tagged us? On Instagram, on Henry's Instagram?
No, I didn't see it.
Somebody tagged us and Henry said something like, I started the year off scared of wood or scared of mud. God dog it. First of all, hold on. I got a lot of thoughts. Henry's last name is Rodriguez.
Yes.
Really?
That makes sense now.
Okay.
It all makes sense now.
You can see there's something way back in him.
Rodriguez.
Josh, that's your people?
Here's his thing. I was once afraid of mud and jumping on trampolines. Now I'm hiking and climbing on the tops of mountains. Life is crazy. Thanks, Malibu.
He's up here?
Apparently, he's living his best life.
He's coming to get Christina's stuff from out
of storage.
He was in Venice Beach and everything. And I was just like, sir, the shade of like, look at me living my best life.
Because he legitimately could have divorced her long before the show got to this point, but he really was like, I am going.
But she said it's been going really well, and he was like, I don't know what she's talking about.
You see him? Yeah, theirs is cute too. Okay, are we done with them?
Yeah.
I was just following him this morning. I went to his page. He had 14,000 followers.
Now you got 50,000?
And now he's at 50,000.
All of them jumped.
50,000.
Because Karen and Miles didn't have that many.
Did they just release their social media or something?
Yesterday.
Oh, they did?
Or right after the whatever
reunion.
You call it. Yeah.
They still together.
Yeah, they are.
They
okay,
signed
let's go to the
lease
next
together.
one.
They signed a lease.
Let's go to the next one. Okay.
They signed that lease.
Are we just gonna go in reverse?
Yeah.
Okay. What we just do? Hidden Ring. Amelia and Bennett at the reunion.
Why do Amelia and Bennett have such a small apartment in Richmond?
They
you a doctor?
We're not going back. Are we going backwards?
Yeah.
We did his. I'm sorry. You're right. I don't know what I was doing.
Let's get them out of the way.
We did Henry and Christina.
Oh, that ain't backwards. Even
that's
if that was right or wrong, that was not going to make sense at all.
Any, mini, miny, mo. So we should do Miles and Karen then. Okay, Miles and Karen at the reunion.
You think they had sex yet?
I think so. I think they alluded to it.
Did they? How they allude?
It didn't feel like an allusion.
Because he said, my needs are being met.
Needs?
Yeah.
I think he would say.
Needs.
He said no. He said my needs are. He said your needs being met. He said yeah.
Yeah.
Being met.
And I almost
that's the
feel
clip
like
for me.
Karen was like, "What you gonna say?"
Oh,
Yeah, you know, I'll take it back.
Like,
Thanos, snap it away.
because the host even tried to ask, "So when did you decide to consummate the marriage?" And she was like, and answered something that he did not
she
ask.
sure did.
And I was like,
the debate
did.
answer.
yeah, I was like, maybe they haven't. I mean, again, it's not our business, but
It is
still.
our business.
said
We
she
watching
private.
the show. We're a tax-paying citizen.
Hello.
It's no different from her not. Her parents is gonna watch, and she was like, I ain't talking about consummating nothing.
And she really didn't answer the question, and he did it in a very gentlemanly way.
Is it the clip for me or no?
I don't know. I did not absolutely for sure.
You didn't feel
get
confident.
it from when he was like, my needs are being met.
Would you get it from them?
From her, she would be the indicator. For him, he's not an indicator for me because he's going to say whatever is going to make her not look bad now that she's agreed to stay married to him.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be like, we're still taking it one day at a time. He ain't going to say that no
But
more.
even if they smash in the car on the way over, he ain't gonna be like, yeah, I'm getting it in there, because he know that's gonna make her feel uncomfortable. He gonna be like, my
Right.
needs
He
are
learned
being
his
met.
lessons from the
right,
first
you're
time
right.
too. That's
Huh?
an uncomfortable. I said he should have learned his lesson from the first time as well.
Yeah, I don't. Even if they were, I think he knew it will mess up his chance
Yeah.
at the draws that night if he say something dumb
he
like
said-
that.
Yeah.
Do you think that they are going to last?
I think so, because what she said why they got married is because I don't remember the reunion or the after when she said when he finally was honest about her his needs, that's what opened her up to him. I feel like he's not going to go back to the being all about her in the way that relationship was, which you can see how that's unhealthy a little bit to not acknowledge her things. And I feel like that's when it became real to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Uh,
he stepped
the cameras
up,
were
was
off.
like, this is what I need from you.
Yeah, and she felt like, okay, he
And
might
you can't
need
get
me
that
for real.
from me until you give me that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember when he had gotten upset with her for leaving the house when she was mad about the whole have sex with my wife thing on the board. He never, at least not on camera, ever expressed
That's right.
he was upset. He told it to Woody,
Yeah.
Told it
to
to
Woody
Woody.
and his one dude.
the barber.
Yeah.
And I was like, why didn't he just tell her? See what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if they're, I hope they do now that they've just committed to stay with each other. But because they still seem just a little bit awkward to me, it still doesn't feel like they're flowing with one another, but they're also still newlyweds. It's only been 6 months.
I would count the time from when he was real with her to where it really started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that other time until that point, I feel like it was just time was passing, but there was no progress being made.
That's actually a really good way to put it. I would say that immediately following the decision day and the reunion, I was like, this don't seem like they gonna work. And then I immediately found their Instagram. And hers says, well, this is the one I looked at, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm wrong then. It says it's the depth, laughs, balance, respect, partnership, appreciation for me, and so many more
not
things.
the clip though. She didn't put
Thanks,
for me.
thank you for always hearing and seeing me, even when it's hard. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for sharing your full self, for allowing me to share my full self too. Thank you for being the man that you are. And that's when I was like, oh, well, maybe in the 2 months since camera stopped rolling, y'all have been able to establish the bond and the connection that just seemed to elude them the whole time they were filming.
Yeah, I could tell he was feeling more comfortable. There was some point in time before the host asked if they were still together that he put his hand on her leg.
He did.
Yeah,
I've
he was
seen
touching her
that.
the whole time.
And
Yeah,
I
he
was
was.
just like, okay, they definitely got to still be together even before he asked the question, because he is real touchy feely right now. So what I did like was she was very sharp, because I know she's been dragged all through the social media, because I certainly was not a fan of how Karen was for most of the show. So I do love the fact that she was just like, nope, that's how I was and that's how I operate. And
She doubled down on that.
yeah, and I was here for it.
I
I
was
was like, good. You know what? Even though I don't agree, as long as she did the process the way that she best could,
Yeah.
nothing else really matters.
I think that was a good way to say it. That I think from the outside looking in, it was like, girl, move a little faster. But however way she was able to get there, if this point is genuine, if it's sincere, they're not putting on for the cameras, y'all got here.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay, I like it. Anything else on Karen and Miles?
Not that I can remember right now.
Olivia and Brett at the reunion.
Ooh.
I want to say this one thing
What?
that we said and Brett said. He said, I feel like you just wanted some husband to fit into your plan.
I am thoroughly convinced that they watch Married at First Sight. I just want to let you guys know that.
The
I mean,
review?
not Married at First
Tall
Sight.
and Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely got those words from either this show or some other social media
It
platform.
this
was
show.
some other. It
This
was
show.
this show.
It
It was
show.
this
Said
show.
Said she's looking for somebody to fit into the mold.
Because
She don't
those
want a
words were
husband.
said on this show.
This show
Verbatim
right here.
almost.
Twas.
And
Right.
that's what she did. She was not trying to bend at all.
No, she
No.
said, "Fit in my back pocket.
Fit in my back
and
pocket.
Let me take you where I want to go."
She would go on my trips, meet my friends, do my stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to... She admitted that she didn't do much of what he needed.
Yeah, she
Right.
did.
Huh?
No. I'm
Yeah,
saying I
she
agree with
admitted
you.
that. So, I mean, his jerk mode was activated.
Yeah. Yeah, she just kept complaining about him looking at himself in the
I
mirror.
didn't get that.
Like,
And
that's
I
the
was
only
just
thing you
like,
got?
what?
Yeah, I didn't
Turn
get
the mirrors
that.
around in.
I don't think she is ever going to be willing to truly accept her part in it. Of course, we can all see he is way too sarcastic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
her feeling like she can tell him the intentions behind his words is where I'm just like, you can't do that. Like,
Right.
Kevin tried to tell him that too. He was like, but I can tell you act. He was like, but you can't tell me how I feel.
And then it just said, okay, and next scene.
Yeah, because
Right.
I was like, "Let that man talk." Like
right. It's just
she
like,
sat there and said all that, nothing.
He was so frustrated.
He
he's
was.
like-
But he's right though. You can't
Yeah.
tell me how I feel.
Exactly. I can tell
But
you
your
how you
actions
acted.
are absolutely
You
an
can-
indication of how you feel.
But also,
Who
yes,
acts contrary to how they feel?
lots of people.
I mean, I guess
when-
you could,
yes.
but the point is there is an indication.
No.
if he's childish in his behavior, then it does make it hard for you to read. But if he's then telling you after the fact, no, I was actually being genuine in those
Right, right.
times,
Yeah.
it's just like either you're going to believe me when I say
Yeah.
this,
Because that's
or
about
not.
interpretation.
Yes.
I get
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the thing where I was just like, honey girl, sugar pie. Like,
Yeah.
just because
Honey
you are so
girl,
hell bent in believing this the way you believe it does not mean that it's true.
Yeah, you know, Bransky, he's just
He
a
also
jerk.
just never turned it down.
right.
The
No.
sarcasm.
Yeah,
He
if he
said
would
that
just
from
turn
the
it down
beginning.
sometime.
Yeah, he
Yes,
should have.
please.
We said that like from the
He said it.
wedding day.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
said
did.
He
it.
said it too, and his
Yeah.
family said it.
But he said he
And we said
couldn't
it on
because he
this
didn't
show.
trust.
He
That's
never
what he said.
trusted
He
it,
said,
yeah.
I never trusted you. That's why you never got to know me. I never felt like I could be vulnerable with you. So and then she
it
ended
is
up
what
with
it
the
is. I
butthole.
was
Man,
done.
you're really insecure.
Yeah, oh, he definitely.
I didn't like that move. I also want to
She called
say,
him insecure after the fact too. Sorry.
Listen, I think she was trying to get back though.
Oh yeah.
He's
No,
so
they was
insecure.
definitely doing tit for tat.
Yeah, they
Sorry.
absolutely were.
But go ahead, move.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it.
Oh, I think what?
Child. He's a child all the time. I work with a child. I leave my 4 kids and then come to the studio to work with a big child.
Yes, that would be accurate. I was gonna say that the good thing about this, the revelation that Olivia came to stand more firm in, I do not want a partner that wants kids. I think that was a really good revelation for her, her to stand firm in, I want someone who's interested in traveling and doing the things that I'm interested in. I think when she kind of went in and appeared to be more flexible in that than she actually was, it caused the friction in their relationship.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be matched with someone. If you're saying like, yeah, maybe I could have kids, whatever, I might be into it. They match you with someone who's
Yeah.
kind of he's on the kid's wavelength, and you think, through the course of your relationship, you'll jump on board. But she was far more inflexible than she let on.
Way more. But
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? So had he not acted like a jerk so much, she would have looked worse than she did.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But because he acted like a jerk all the time, it
Yeah.
looked even because she still caught a lot of flack, but he didn't help his case either.
Right.
Somebody in the comments, which I agree with, said he's probably sarcastic because he's sensitive.
I agree. I
Yeah.
said
Oh, yeah,
that
definitely.
earlier.
Yeah.
It's a form of temper tantrums for him. sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we said that. The other thing is that I forgot.
That's all right.
Oh, I was gonna say
I was
that.
about to say it's gonna come back.
It's
you
gone
just
again?
took it. You can't. Once you get it, you can't stop it.
I remember that it's also Olivia has her problems. I agree. But I also think that there is something to the fact that none of the cast like Brett either.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
From the bachelor party,
Yeah.
which even playing that back, I was
So
like,
true,
you
Melissa.
really were wilding out
he
that
was
night.
wilding
Like
out.
you, because he was drunk or tipsy, he couldn't realize how uncomfortable everybody else
right,
was.
yeah.
They were just like, anyway,
Yeah.
like
Right.
gauge the room.
Yeah.
I was
No,
remember
that's
the
thing,
first
he
time we
can't
watched
get-
that, we were
yeah.
like, ugh.
And the thing is, when you as drunk as he appeared to be, you can't gauge the room.
No,
No,
Like,
you
you
can't.
think
No,
you the
you
life
can't.
of the party.
He
Everybody
thought he was
likes
like,
me. Yeah.
I don't believe that's
But
true.
when he didn't come back for the cast all hands meeting, I don't know what to call it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end?
yeah.
Okay. And they were like, well, Brett didn't, he decided not to join us. And somebody was like, we'll have a good time without him. He don't
did.
really matter.
She said it.
Oh,
said, we'll just have a
Olivia.
good time
But I
without
felt
him.
like also Woody said something too.
No, it was Henry. I think Henry.
Oh, maybe
said
it was Henry.
Yeah.
Because
think it was-
Henry and Amelia truly don't. Not Amelia. Henry and Olivia are the ones, and also Christina are the ones that, and probably Amani. There we go. Those are the ones that adamantly do not
Yes.
like
Yeah, well,
Brett.
Olivia
Well-
has a reason not to. So does Henry because they, he
That
tried
was
to
his
holler at her
friends.
friends. Amani, she just gonna like dislike
Amani
you.
feels because
I
Olivia
just
is
feel
her
like I don't
daughter,
like him.
so
That's true.
she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"You
yeah.
hurt my
That's
baby.
true.
I don't like you." And then Christina was trying to be big sis and be like, "I felt like I should tell you,
Yeah.
girl code."
You should have told
Girl
on
code.
yourself.
That's what she said. I was
Her
like,
horrible
"What
self.
about girl code when you date somebody's husband?"
Girl, that's,
Yeah.
that's a different code. It was
That's
also
a different
funny
code.
that she
That
was
girl
crying
code.
about that, and then everybody started laughing after. She was like, ha, ha, ha. She was like, you were just crying.
And she
Man, that
don't
was
know what
minutes
to
ago.
Hold up. Do y'all remember Bennett's laugh on the decision day?
His laugh?
He does.
That
He has
boy-
a weird laugh. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was like, is he
That is
actually
laugh.
laughing right now, or just making noise to seem like he's
I
laughing?
always feel like their laugh is like anxiousness and nervousness and excitement bundled.
This sounds
I'ma
like
tell you what
drugs
happened.
to me. Huh?
I'm gonna tell you what. During the what was it, the reunion
I guess so.
when it kept freezing up?
Yeah.
So our internet for some reason wanted us to keep freezing up when I was trying to watch it, and when it was doing their whole backlog and showing the whole montage of them, I was so glad it froze because it froze like 3 scenes before. So I think it was stuck on the host, and I was just like, I'm fine with not
He
seeing.
can't
these
stand their
faces.
faces. He cannot
It's mainly
stand their
hers with
faces.
that whole about
does that all
everything.
the
I'm
time.
like, I'm fine with this. Angel's like, what's it? I said it froze. I'm good. I'm good. It's froze.
Listen, but I was like, you gonna hear this song?
Oh!
Can you recommend a good movie to me? Can ya?
Made 0 sense.
Amelia has a pretty voice, though.
does have a
She
pretty
does. When she got up there for that harmony, I said, I hear you over there.
She
She
was
was
going
really singing.
off.
But you know what was a little crazy about them because they were talking about
What?
them. No,
said-
this is good. This is good.
What
when
was
they
a
were
little
talking
crazy
about living in Virginia during the pandemic and her being in the hospital, they said, "What is that?" They were like, "We're really careful. We're really hygienic." And I was like,
Oh,
noticed
now
that
you
too.
are?
I
Wait
side-eyed
a
the
Racial
crap out
slur.
of them.
Like it was right there.
Lying.
Tip my tongue. Hygienic.
Stop
he
it.
said that he wiped with one square of
Never
toilet
forget.
paper. That's
I
what
think
he
they
said.
watched
And
this stuff
she
and they were like, that
and she
shit come
thought
off
it
gross.
was cool.
Right, she did too.
She probably pees in his
Y'all,
butt. to
I
wipe
would
his
say
butt.
that
They said you pee in the shower. She said,
Bitch was like, you're saving water that way. I just pee in the
so.
shower. The
I
shower
think
isn't
everybody pees
on.
in the
I just
shower, though. If
They
you
do.
you say you don't,
"Look,
you be lying.
man, we can go right down the hole.
Yeah,
It's a
women, it
little
just be,
different for us.
you know what I'm saying, y'all do your best. It be going half
be
down
right.
your leg and stuff, but you
Yeah.
try.
don't be worried about.
Y'all
what
don't
we
get to
doing.
get no control.
None.
It's just,
My sprinkler heads be doing whatever they
Yeah.
want to. That's why I call them my sprinklers.
that's hilarious.
And I'll
So
be like,
the
I
bowl
have
gotta be
sprinklers, bro.
shaped like that. Shooting that, it's a little gap between the seat and the bowl. Anything that crazy ever happened where you just shoot through there? Maybe.
What? No. Then your sprinklers are definitely broke.
Hey,
Okay,
ain't no
definitely.
telling what people doing
at
in
least
this
y'all
time.
get, your pee is the same. There ain't nothing worse than peeing with a hard meat.
Hey,
It'd
that's
be
the
like,
worst.
man, you be
The
pushing it
absolute
down. It be
worst.
hurting, but you gotta pee.
Hey,
Sometimes
you
I
know
go in
what
the
I do?
backyard, Marcus,
Nah.
and I just pee straight
You know what
up
I
into
do?
the sky.
You gotta stand away from the toilet and then lean. Put your hip.
gotta do
You gotta
physics.
lean. Yeah, it's
this is
geometry
very
and physics. So
inside
you go
baseball.
straight into the bowl. So you at a 45.
How did we get
I
here?
never thought about the backyard. That's a good
I
idea.
pee in the backyard. It warns the
Because you ain't got to
animals.
worry about nothing.
No, I
There's-
actually don't
I
like
pee-
that.
I
Don't
don't
recommend
care.
this to people.
I pee on the
It's
side of the
so
house.
gross.
I pee on the
On the side of
backyard.
the house.
Marcus, that house over at Reseda, they've been peed all over. No, they pee over there.
What was
I thought about peeing over the deck one time, but I was like, I might get on the wall.
Yeah, please don't. Sai was peeing in the backyard the other day, and my children don't know how to do right. He pulled his pants and underwear all the way down.
The twins.
All the way.
Let us pull up to the house. They've been sitting in the truck for a long time. We've been traveling. They will run to the front yard, ass to the street, drop trowel, ankles.
All the way to ankles.
I
So you
remember
see
when
all the
Isaiah
legs and
became a
cheeks.
big brother. Joe was peeing butt down, and we were in the restroom in like the mall. And I was like, Isaiah was like, "Hey man, you can't show your butt." And he showed him. He was like, "Pull the front down." Joe was like, "All right, man." And that was because little kids be like, "It's on the ground."
Yeah.
It's the ground for me.
Truly. I was like, what are these yellow cheeks I see?
JoJo's butt was so yellow. He right there in the Tacoma Mall peeing his life away.
Yeah.
You know, because it was a
Yellow
full
booty.
urinal. Isaiah was like, "You are embarrassing the family."
Yeah.
Pull it up.
But that hard on urination's the
Oh, it's
worst.
the
'Cause
worst.
it don't even flow
And
good.
then you pee and it goes right down. Like
Yeah.
you could have been did that.
Yeah, right.
You could have did that
Yeah,
from
you
the
coulda
beginning.
before.
You could have did that before and gave me a
get some
soft feed.
flexibility back.
Yeah.
And now it's gone now. Oh, now
Oh,
it's
it's the worst. Enough out of you, penis.
Someone said Melissa's mind. This is why we don't go live. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, normally this would have been cut out, but here you go.
I cut so much out.
Y'all asked for this.
I cut so much out because people in the comments be like, "We don't want to hear all that. Just get to the point."
Man, ain't no point.
Ain't no
Hello?
point.
I
The
don't.
point is what we make it.
I don't even know who was talking about.
Who was talking about
Amani.
Oh, we
and
talking
Olivia.
about
Bennett
Amelia and
and,
Bennett saying hygienic
yeah.
for the first time in forever.
They ain't
Yeah.
hygienic about nothing.
I do want to say one thing though.
We can cut back to that right there.
Okay.
They ain't hygienic about nothing.
Okay, there we go. That was a good cut. Wait, say it again so I don't. I'm
right.
gonna leave this in.
Leave the piss in.
Might as well.
I've been pissed off.
Leave the
Better than
pissy.
being pissed off.
Definitely. I thought that their relationship actually became a little bit more grounded for me in the reunion episodes simply because Amelia is now working longer hours.
Yeah.
For most of the
Yeah.
day, and you can tell they've had conversations about that not being able to spend as much time together
Right.
as it
Yeah,
was before,
yeah.
and it felt more like, oh, this became a real relationship.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
5 to 6:30? That's real life.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Who
is.
You only see
telling?
each other for like 2 or 3 hours.
Who are you telling?
And
Yeah.
that be you got dinner,
God
take a
dang.
shower, you be exhausted, and he's working as well now.
Yeah.
We was doing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say is that Kevin Frazier or whoever writes for him watches The Bald and the Beautiful because he said that Amelia, are you a pediatrician?
We said that.
He said, "Cause I want
Y'all
you to
gonna
be
give us
my-"
our credit.
Listen, if nobody else is, I am. Okay? I am.
Was there any
we
other
said that.
review shows that were doing well
No.
on YouTube?
No.
This is we are
This
the
is
one.
the only one.
This is
Married
the
at
one
First
that-
Sight didn't exist before The Bald and the Beautiful.
It did not.
didn't. We
The show came
That's
about
how many
because they
people-
Don't
said
add me
how
about
many
11
people
seasons.
that don't watch the show that just watch us
Exactly.
and know exactly what's happening.
Exactly. Who did we do?
we
Karen
never
and
knew
Miles?
no, we did them.
Woody and Amani?
Woody and
There
Amani.
we go.
Okay. Oh, you guys.
Oh, he was crying again, Tank.
Again.
I loved it.
He proposed again. Or
Again.
not, I guess for the first time.
It was for the
Yeah, he
first
was supposed
time.
to- yeah.
Yeah, he got her that
And
little
gave
ring
her
from
a ring.
Claire's.
I thought, first of all, that's what I thought Bennett was pulling out of his pocket.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's going to propose. That's like super sweet. He should do these things. And then it was a tattoo. I was like, huh? But Woody,
That was
Yeah.
dope. I ain't gonna hate on it.
That was
dope.
super.
Yeah.
That, listen, for him to be, I'm joking
And
about
he
the
didn't
crying
split them
thing.
pants. That was dope.
He was a sweaty mess.
He
First
was.
of all, he
And
was
he
sweaty.
is, listen, to love a black woman that fully and freely and be completely enveloped. I
Yeah.
I get it, Woody.
Absolutely.
I be crying.
You overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed with love.
overwhelmed.
I feel like Woody thought it was not gonna happen for him.
Yeah.
That's what
Like
he
true,
said.
full love, and he got it. And he like you said, he pushed them chips all the way in, and he hit the jackpot. And he's
Yeah.
like, "This is what I'm doing now."
He said, I can't imagine my life without you.
Man, I
It
said,
was
"What you
beautiful.
talking?"
He
Woody?
tried to say it.
He did.
He was crying, and now she gonna be mad at him
Maybe.
because she had
Again,
lipstick
yes.
on her teeth.
Did she?
And didn't
Yes,
say
she
nothing.
did. I was like,
couldn't
"Oh,
tell me.
Woody,
You couldn't tell.
get your baby girl to get your sweets together." I love that he calls her sweets. It blesses
Hey,
my
I can
heart.
call you sweet.
No, you're not from New Orleans. It ain't the same.
It's not the same. I thought it was just.
Hey, caramel.
Why you look at me like
woman.
God dang. Now
that?
Damn, Kev, you just messed it all up, man. I'm in
No.
trouble.
Oh, Melissa, the way she looked at Woody, she don't even be saying it, but I ain't feel love like this. You just squeeze.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Woody.
I ain't never-
Edit.
I didn't either, but I thought it.
I know
What
you
is
thought
wrong
it.
with you?
I don't know. I keep burping.
That's why you don't get love
Is
like
that-
Woody.
is that-
That's why all that
Is
burp.
it-
Every time Marcus tries to do
No,
something
is
nice,
it acid reflux?
Put
Yeah,
this ring
I
back
mean,
in my
it's-
pocket.
I have been burping, but I think it's acid reflux.
y'all getting older.
Y'all old, man.
It's
38
okay.
and 40?
It's okay.
37?
Yeah.
I'm 37.
Angel, you was born in the 70s?
Hello?
No.
60s, boy.
The 60s.
It was the best year for
No.
births.
I was
You're 40.
born
She's 80.
in 1980.
That's my brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
You idiot.
Oh, Jay did just turn 40.
That's simple.
What was it like over in the early 80s?
Wait, we was talking the other day. Oh, no, we was talking to y'all when we was talking about generations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we was talking about our parents'
We got
generation.
completely lost.
No, I did.
Who was
Melissa
it?
said, Angel, what is you? A baby boomer? Is that what you are? How was prohibition? She just,
Let me tell you
I
something.
always forget the one after us.
Did
though.
they see
Before us. It's like,
Oh, before us. Before
yes.
us.
Huh?
That's Gen X, ain't
It
it?
is the lost generation.
Lost generation. That's why y'all don't remember because they gone.
No.
Angel is like
No.
3 years younger than us.
You here?
my brother's like, I'm here.
Oh, the one prior to us.
It's the kids of baby boomers, their generation.
That's X. No.
No.
My,
No,
no,
yes.
it could be her
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah,
No,
it is
yeah.
our parents.
Our parents are baby boomers.
No.
No.
My mom is a baby
Our
boomer.
parents are
Our
baby
parents
boomer.
are baby
Oh, because
boomers.
our parents
If
are
my
older
mom's a
than
baby
y'all.
boomer, she's on the tail end of baby boomer.
Yeah.
What's
Is your
the-
mom
what's the-
young?
Here we go.
I just
again.
talked to one of
We
my
don't
close
know.
Okay,
friends.
so
I don't think your mom's
I
a
was
baby,
talking to
a
Greg the
baby
other day.
boomer.
That's what I'm
His
about to
dad
say.
just turned 60.
My-
some
see,
Gen
my-
X, I'm
What?
telling y'all, it's Gen
What?
X.
Yeah, we
like,
gotta-
Yeah,
we
because
talk
we're
about
Y.
this.
It is
It
X.
is
Honor
Gen
her-
X.
It is
The
Gen X.
Generation X.
It's Generation X.
See, it is. It's 1946 to 1964.
it
My
probably
mom
is. They
and
be having several names.
Actually,
Boomer?
yeah, it's baby boomer. So my dad is 63. That's why I said they're on the tail end of it.
Your dad
To
is
19
born in
what?
63?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my mom is
From what? What's the years?
46 to 64.
Oh, to 64.
That's why I said my parents are on the tail end of it.
And Melissa asked if I was a part of that
Listen.
generation.
What's after that?
Generation X.
So is that 64 to 80, 84?
64 to 80. Well, it depends. It depends on where you read it. It used to be to like 79, and then they pushed it to 80. So that's how I got knocked out of being a millennial. Then they created something called the Zillennials. So those
That's
of us,
our kids?
no,
That's us.
That's
the older.
the older millennials.
older millennials.
So what?
Because we don't identify with them fools.
We don't.
Right. So they were like, there's too much of
I
a
mean, don't take
gap
it personal,
because
Technology.
I don't
yes.
know. How old are you?
So there's like a
Because
little.
we're the only
Oh, yeah, we don't
generation that
identify.
remembers CDs, cassette tapes, old enough to remember record players because our
Yes,
parents
record
had those,
players.
but also did MP3s,
Atari.
Atari, Nintendo, Sega
Yeah.
Genesis, and this new age stuff. We still had answering machines.
yes.
Yeah.
So
We experienced all these things.
Y'all didn't have an
Y'all
answer
don't remember
machine.
when it was no internet.
We saw the rise and fall.
Did you have AOL? Do you remember AOL chat rooms? How did you remember AOL?
Yes.
Exactly. That's the problem. It's not called
instant
AIM. It's called
messaging.
AOL.
AOL.
First of all, I remember I couldn't get on the computer because it had dial-up. Do you remember dial-up?
I
wait
was
a minute, but do
10.
you all
You was
remember when?
0.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
But do y'all remember when there was no internet?
could have been.
Hold up. I got
That's
a good
what I'm
one.
saying.
I got a good one. Do y'all remember when TV went off?
I don't remember that.
Y'all probably had Saturday morning cartoons your whole life.
Wait, what?
I
Wait
did
a
too.
minute. So
Listen, I
y'all
didn't have a
really
point.
remember before
What,
internet?
Melissa?
I don't know. I didn't have a point.
When CDs were not a thing, records was a thing.
CD-ROM, you mean?
But did
don't remember when
But
records
did you?
wasn't-
No, records.
We're
Records.
lying.
Records came back.
You don't.
Records came back in style.
No.
Yeah.
Do you
It
remember?
was tapes before
Yeah,
CDs.
exactly. Do you remember listening to the radio and recording?
I just
Do you know who
Did
Michael
you have a
Jackson
full
is?
box? You did.
Okay, well then maybe it's something else.
Do y'all ever been to the movies?
Yeah, do you
I bet
remember
you've had
calling the
Saturday
movie
morning-
theater and waiting for them to say
Hold
your
up.
movie in the time of your movie?
I remember.
Yeah,
Hold
you
on.
had to call.
So y'all remember TV Guide? You had to look at the little
The
booklet.
channel or the book? The book. Wow. Okay, man. Y'all know some stuff.
that's how you knew.
But y'all remember Atari? That's the one I'm holding true to.
No, I don't think.
No,
it-
see.
I don't really know Atari.
Oh,
either.
we have.
Okay,
an
so
Atari.
we had the there we go.
Yeah.
There's the difference.
Yeah.
You don't know
Yeah.
nothing about that Atari
One button,
life.
one stick.
You get that
All
little
day.
welt, that little
Black and white
blister,
TV.
that blister.
By myself, one pillow.
Yeah.
No bed. You want to go night night?
Were y'all like making these graphics on Pong? Is that
We didn't. I never played Atari.
Oh, I did.
No, played
I
some
started
Atari.
with the first Nintendo. I remember when Nintendo or Game Boy came
Oh,
out.
they said ask y'all about floppy disks.
Yes.
Really? The big one?
How old
The
are
big
y'all?
actual.
you slide it over, you see the little black disc in there?
They're confusing me. They remember everything we remember.
Nah, but they didn't get to
Y'all
touch
remember
it. They were little.
typewriters? That's how I learned how to type on a typewriter, like in school.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
did.
Typewriters at our library.
What?
That's
Oh,
the
did you have the
museum.
Dewey Dewey
Museum.
signal system?
The do the hump.
Did you guys have the little thing where you put the newspaper in the magnified? It came up on the big screen?
Yes,
Microfiche.
microfiche.
Come on, guys!
Okay,
How old do you think we are?
respect.
You
We
said
know
5 years old.
26 in a couple of days.
Oh.
Y'all have Woody this conversation for me.
Dang, they remember microfiche?
Y'all remember the things.
Hold up. Do y'all remember them just being around, or did y'all use them?
I had to use them like once or twice, and then that was it.
Because
That's
we
what
was
it
living
is.
that
They
life.
remember the tail
Yeah.
end of stuff that we remember.
Yes, that we really
But
experienced.
we was also probably late to microfiche though. That wasn't our main thing. I used it a couple times, but I didn't use it all the time.
Someone said, "Did y'all play the Oregon Trail?"
Oh.
Oh man.
What? You Oregon Trail generation? But like, but
Dysentery?
you know what? Oregon Trail is still around.
Yeah,
I don't know if
it
y'all had
is,
the
it is.
first version of Oregon Trail
In the classroom.
when the oxes were dying in the
Yep,
crossing
yep.
the river. Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
looked up stuff in encyclopedias.
Yes, all the time.
Ninja,
the
y'all
paper
was
ones.
old.
Wait a minute, the paper ones.
and they be knowing Josh be knowing 90s R&B.
Well,
They
then
don't
I'm not
count.
old. Then and I don't care
No,
if somebody
they-
no.
they-
She said
it's
she
fine.
looked at a paper encyclopedia. We the
paper
same.
encyclopedia?
We the same.
Y'all not the
Period.
same. You can have kids. her
Period.
age.
I'm
But I
really
don't.
shocked.
Because I
am.
made good life choices.
Hello, come on. Child, I don't know how we got here. I think we
done with this
done.
episode.
Yeah, child, we just had a
Oh.
whole
So
argument.
So what we
Bottom
what we doing?
beautiful.
Wait a minute. What we doing
Cut
next?
back
though?
in right there.
We did.
No,
Oh, no.
What we
Show.
doing next?
So
though?
okay, so there's two shows. One is called Ready for Love, and the other one is called
Flavor of Love.
no. It's
I knew
called.
he was gonna do that. I know what you're trying to say. Hold on.
It's
they're
the
gonna tell us.
yeah. What's the other show, y'all?
I know what you're talking about. Come on, y'all. Give us it to us in the comments. Y'all can.
No,
That's
there's a
Ready for-
show about.
They're about to tell us. Is it also on?
I think it's also on OWN,
is.
and it's a show about experts helping people try to stay married
Yes,
or
it's
engaged.
like put up or shut up, but it's not that. Come on, y'all. Quit talking
Ro-
about microfilm.
Rotary phones.
Shut up. No, come on. They
Yeah.
women.
Big Wheel.
Big
gonna tell us.
wheels.
The one that was facing you on the wall.
What is
Because
the
they
name
said
of
it. They didn't brought it up multiple times to me. Let me go on my DMs.
This is fun. I just like asking y'all what y'all remember.
Because people have DM'd me several times and was
Me.
like, Angel, y'all should do this.
I think we
Y'all-
should do that one.
don't
Whatever
know.
one that I'm not
I don't know
remembering
if I'm
sounded
gonna-
more.
If I'm gonna do well with
No,
that
not
one
yet.
show, Kev.
Huh?
I don't know if I'm gonna do well with that. Ready for Love. You got these old black people on here trying to.
These old black people?
Yeah, they old.
I think we should do the other one. Do you remember what it's? Somebody tell us.
It's hard not to clown in this.
Oh my God.
Wait, they still yelling at us about
Tommy Hilfiger?
Ah,
Tommy Girl. Ready or not?
thank you.
Thank you.
What was the other one?
Thank you, Katrina B.
Ready for love and then ready or
Ready or
not.
not?
Show was ready or
Yeah. So I think we should do Ready or Not.
Have these shows already began?
Yes, that's the other thing I was gonna say. I think Ready for Love has only done 2 episodes, maybe, and I think Ready or Not, I actually don't know.
Ready for love. We watched the casting session, like where they introduced the cast of characters, and
What did you think of it?
they gonna give us some stuff to talk about, but I don't know. I feel like Ready or Not is better just because the stakes are higher.
Yeah, I felt like I would like it as well.
Yeah, because these are
Not
people
Ready for
already.
Love
When
is
is 90
like,
Day Fiancé
I don't
come
know.
back?
That's what we need to do.
90 Day Fiance.
Have you ever watched the foolishness that is 90 Day
No.
Fiance?
Uh-uh.
Go back
I feel
to
like it's harder when the show ain't coming out in real time.
yeah, and I think people are because people are literally searching for it. You know what I mean?
I think that other show is called Put a Ring on It. The other one on OWN.
Yeah.
Put a ring on it sounds. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, they're saying. Oh, they are okay. Well, sorry, Brittany girl, or Katrina girl. You was
The family Chantel.
the family de Chantel. Okay, so yes, so we're gonna watch Put a Ring on It.
Okay, and that has already started. Or it
Put
starts?
I want to see what it started.
Y'all take too long.
We're gonna finish it. The first episode, no, episode 3, season 3.
I don't care if you don't
Episode
think I'm a
1
millennial
started
Tira.
on October 23rd.
I was a millennial.
So yeah, we basically missed 2 episodes.
Y'all remember the wacky races?
No, today's the 30th.
Y'all remember that? Races? Where they
Boy,
had-
we not on that right now. What are we doing?
We're gonna
they had all the
do
cartoon
Put a
characters
Ring
and
on
did a
it,
race.
Okay, put a ring on it.
and we've missed.
from
There was an
all
episode that
the-
dropped today,
Okay.
and then another one drops on the 6th.
Okay, so we're going to.
Catch up and just start from episode 3.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I just took a picture of it. All right, so that'll be the show that we're reviewing. It is on OWN, and it is called Put a Ring on It. And it's kind of in the same vein as Married at First Sight, to be honest. What happened? You asleep?
He was asleep.
Oh, I didn't even. I just watched. Okay, and that's it, y'all. We're going to wrap this episode. It's going to be hectic, but this is what it is. And this is what happens when y'all watch live. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for joining us today. Let us know in the comments if you thought any of the couples would stay together, not stay together, going to stay together forever, ever. And I'm going to try to get some of the experts on the show. My request has already been made known, and I'm just waiting for the answers of thus saith the Lord or their PR person. I am Melissa.
Kevin.
I'm Angel.
Marcus.
Thank you guys so much. Until the next episode. Bye.
Bye.